This is the Xotic Effects Custom Shop Stereo X Blender. And what this pedal does is we can use it as like a mixer. So we have an input and then we have 3 sends. So we can send out signal, it splits that signal to other pedals, and then we can mix that back into our original guitar signal with 3 different returns, and we can do mono or stereo. And what this pedal does is takes the signal, splits it, mixes it back in, and you have control over the first loop, the effects level, and then the second loop. The third loop is unity gain, and it will just blend in whatever the levels are. And to demonstrate this, I have a reverb on the send of the first. So to demonstrate this pedal, I'm running mono for now, and I'm sending out from the first send to the delay pedal, and your delay pedal has to be able to run fully wet. If we have like a dry signal, it's just going to kind of boost the level a little bit. So we want to keep the levels pure and set all our effects to wet. And what I have is a Tap Tempo Deluxe Memory Man with a blend all the way up, so we get basically just the repeats. And when we engage the number 1 here, and I can control the level here, how much it's sending that signal back into the mixer. So here's my clean guitar signal. And now we're going to turn on the loop, so we're going to hear that delay. And when we mute it, it doesn't cut off the delay, so this is actually muting the send to the delay. So it's a very interesting system. Usually this is done in like rack mount systems with more rack mount gear, but this is cool. We can do this with pedals and also stereo. So here's the first one. So this is delay. So when we disengage it, we can still hear the trails. And then on the second loop, I have a Big Sky Strymon, and I have reverb set. I got the mix all the way up, and we can blend our reverb and our delay. Basically, the delay is separate from the reverb, so we're only sending the dry signal to both effects. So our delays won't trigger anything in the reverb, and the reverb's not triggering anything in the delay. And it kind of creates a more cleaner sound. I kind of prefer the delay to go into the reverb, or all my final effects going into the delay, and then everything else then mixing into the reverb. But here we can isolate it. So if we have overdrive on, and we can kind of blend these 2 effects more cleanly. So here's the reverb. And we can control the reverb here with this knob on the second loop. And the third loop return is just unity gain. So we don't have a knob for it. I wish we did. That would make it a great pedal, but they just put 2 here to control these 2 effects returns. And so let's hear a little bit of overdrive, and then hear how these effects both work together. So that's how this X blender works. It's pretty cool. You can get a lot truer tone through the dry of the guitar signal, and then we can blend our effects in it. And that doesn't affect our dry signal in any way. So thanks for watching, and be sure to check out Xotic Effects and their custom stereo X blender.